Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sports Express Show. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Today we're going to be talking football transfers. Of course, it's I and the Newswa alongside Sanele Melane. We're in the final month of the football transfer season. Of course, English teams have just over a week left to complete their businesses. And the rest of Europe and the rest of the world obviously have up until the end of August. And we're also going to touch in on some action from the Ashes cricket test series, of course. You're all good, brother?
I'm good. And yourself?
All good, man. So we're going to start with transfers, man. One of the biggest transfers of the season took place yesterday. Arsenal Football Club officially announced Ivorian forward Nicolas Pepe as the new signing, wearing the number 19 shirt for a club record £72 million, making him the most expensive Arsenal player ever and the most expensive African player in history. So a major statement of intent by Arsenal.
It is, but I don't know with Arsenal. I don't know. Like, okay, it's good. What they did is good, but why has it taken them so long to do such a thing?
Well, that's because they're Arsenal.
That's the problem. Can we say it was a lack of money? I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so.
They did say at the start that Arsenal don't have a big budget.
They've been saying that since they've moved into the Emirates. All those years ago. So what is it that pushed them to do this now? And why haven't they been doing this for the past couple of seasons?
Okay, so the initial deal, Arsenal won't pay the 72 million up front, like the whole amount. So they're going to pay it in installments.
Yes.
So they had that agreement in place, which also highlights the fact that they don't have enough money in the transfer window to spend the transfer window.
That's BS, bruh. No, that's BS. Their flipping owner is a multi-billionaire.
Well, he doesn't want to invest in the club.
There it is.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Stan Kroenke doesn't want to invest in Arsenal.
There it is.
And they're going to pay it in installments. And a lot of Arsenal fans are worried about the thinking behind Unai Emery's buying or purchases, because he's only buying attacking players, and we all know where the problems lie at Arsenal, and that's defensively. So they only bought one defensive player, and they loaned him straight out to Celtic and back. So what's the whole thinking behind getting? They already have two attackers. Dani Ceballos is an attacking midfielder, and Nicolas Pepe is a winger. So what's the whole thinking behind Unai Emery? What do you think is?
Look, we can never know. I think anything, if anybody goes into Arsenal, that whole Arsenal ethos does not make sense at the moment, and that person would just be sucked into that environment. I think everything needs to be changed from behind the scenes to find out what the direction of the club is, because they are leaking. They are leaking at the back. Why go attacking? Why go attacking? Why not replace? Why not fix the problem?
Because
why ignore it?
If you're looking at all the major signings that Arsenal have made in the past 3 windows, if you like, Aubameyang came in, Lacazette came in. Now this guy. It's only attackers.
I think it's like 1 for 1 with Arsenal, in the sense that if whatever you can do, we can do better. I think they try to outscore everybody. It's like they've gone to the point. The way they sit, the way they've bought people. It's like, we don't care about the defense, we'll outscore you at the end of the day.
Well, you'll score 5, we'll score 6.
Kind of thing. And it's clearly not working, because they haven't had silverware in a long time. Like, okay, the silverware that counts, which is the league. They haven't had it in a long time, so what is the thinking? I get it, entertaining football, blah, 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 blah. That's all good and well. But if you win nothing, what is it for?
What is it for?
I don't know, so I give up with Arsenal.
So a lot of Ghana fans are obviously excited about the signing, but they still have those lingering concerns, and rightly so.
Well, understandable, because you haven't fixed the problem. You've just chosen to ignore it.
You're covering it by attacking.
You're not even covering it, bro. Screw the defense. You Dala will Dala kind of thing. So it's I don't know. I don't know.
Look, I want us to talk about now something that's been happening in the past few weeks that is a bit confusing for a lot of people.
For everyone, bro.
It's going back and forth. It's a bit irritating now. Okay, so we're looking at the situation of Romelu Lukaku and his possible move to Italy. So firstly, they were stating that he was going to go to Inter Milan, and that's just vanished in thin air. And now there's talk of Juventus. And the deal is Juventus do not have enough money to purchase Romelu Lukaku up front. So
Yes.
they don't have the cash money to buy him, which is around 75 million
Yes.
that United are asking for him. So Juve want to make a swap deal, and they want to send Paulo Dybala to Old Trafford, which would be a very, very good deal for Manchester United, right?
Excellent.
Because Lukaku wants to leave anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
But the thing is now is Dybala is the determining factor into this deal. Whether he agrees or not,
That's another one. Eh?
that's another story.
That's another one.
So basically, Lukaku's future is lying on the hands of Paulo Dybala.
Yeah, it is. I don't know, bro. It's just it's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's a
total mess.
Like, to just summarize it, it's an utter mess. We've got a player who wants to leave. We've got a player whom we want him to leave.
But you're not sure if he wants to come.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those. Really, like you said, the person who holds the golden keys is Paulo.
It's Paulo Dybala.
And if he agrees, everything gets shifted in the right direction and everybody's happy. But he might look at his options and say, look, no Champions League, we're not sure where the setup of the team will be, will I win another title? I don't know. Do I want that uncertainty, whereas I can fight for my place here? Yeah. It's a new coach, it's a new manager, it's
already successful team.
Already successful team. Yeah. I'm guaranteed, no offense to the other teams, I'm guaranteed the league. I'm going for the Champions League.
Like, seriously going for the Champions League
seriously,
next season?
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's all these ups and not so many ups this side. So I don't blame him.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't blame him at all, actually. I don't blame him.
So as a United fan, do you want Paulo Dybala in your team?
I need. What is that? I need the lucky team. So we need him. I desperately want the lucky team.
I think I heard something that Juventus gave him leave up until I think Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So to decide his future, basically. So to decide whether he's staying or not. That's entirely up to him.
But doesn't that show the intent of Juventus? Why would you, if he was very important, why would you give him leave to decide his future?
I think
they want him to.
Yeah, I think Sarri does want Lukaku.
Yes.
Like, he does want someone who's going to contest with Ronaldo in terms of goals and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he does want Lukaku, and they are willing to let Dybala go for Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah.
So it's a question of Dybala if he wants to go or not.
Yeah, so the club doesn't really want him. Obviously, they don't want to express it like that. They'll try and dress it up as best as possible. But Juventus don't really want him anymore. And this happened at the end of Massimiliano Allegri's tenure.
Yes.
So the general mood is, please go. But he's like, Not yet. He holds the keys, guys, and he has to bust the move.
Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to some cricket action now from the Ashes. We are on day 2 of the Ashes, which is Australia against England at Edgbaston. What a day 2 yesterday.
Look, it was a cracker of a test match. Day 1, England were just slaughtering Australia, left, right, and centre. But there was one man
who came from the dead.
He came from the dead and resurrected the whole team. Steve Smith, I'm gonna say he had a captain's knock. Yes, I know he's not captain, calm down. But he had a captain's knock, man.
Captain's performance.
Like, to put it into perspective, there was a point in the game where he had 40 runs and Australia were 8 down, which means there were only 2 wickets needed for them to be completely out. He had 40 runs and 8 down. I'm thinking to myself,
damn,
it's done. It's finished. It's game over. The man managed to go to 144 runs, take Australia to 280 runs in total. I thought this was one of the most gutsiest and grittiest knocks that I can remember. Not in history, but one that I can remember. Because at some point, I was thinking, it's a miracle that Australia have crossed the 200 mark. That's how bad it was.
It was, because they were dropping wickets.
They were dropping like flies. At one point, if I'm not mistaken, they were like 17 for 2. So it was just like action-packed. So we just
Chris Wilkes and Stuart Broad were tumbling those wickets.
Stuart Broad was just, they were just on another level. Quite simply put, they're on another level. And in this Ashes, I will be honest, I'm supporting Australia. I think you guys know this by now. So I'm rooting for them 100%.
Yeah.
We will see how their bowling side is. Yeah, we'll just see.
Yeah. So the whole ball tampering thing is obviously behind him now. He came back with a bang. That's actually an understatement.
Yeah.
What a comeback from Steve Smith. Man.
Yeah, I think now the other two involved in that controversy should also step up.
And
yes,
do the same.
And do the same to just maybe the image might not be completely off, but with performances like that, at some point it's gonna be like, okay, sure they did it, but look at the way they're performing, kind of thing. So it was a performance out of this world. Yeah. Out of this world.
Out of this world.
I'm happy.
Looking forward to more Ashes action, man. In the
Day 2
days.
today. Catch it, guys. Watch it. It's amazing cricket.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Now we're wrapping it up now, Mr. Milane.
Hundreds.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Looking forward to the transfer window. It's closing soon for England, obviously.
Yeah.
And till the end of August for the rest of Europe and the world. Football season is starting this weekend.
Yeah.
The Community Shield, the PSL is starting, and yeah, looking forward to all the Super Cups.
Finally, man.
Finally, the football season is back, so we're very excited for that.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to that, obviously. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys.
Thanks, guys. Peace out.
Cheers.